Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Theta. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check that out before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now let's get straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart on TradingView, with the chart pulled from Binance, you can see that we have entered our support block that I've been talking about for ages. So the support block is set up from 80 cents all the way down to, let's see. So from 80 cents all the way down to 55 cents. And we've just entered that with the recent pullback that we got on December 15th. So the support block is based off of the highs that we created in October of 2020 and the lows that we created in November of, or I should say the highs that we created in August of 2020. So I think this is going to be the area where Theta bottoms out eventually, and we could be seeing prices at 55, 60 cents, obviously down the line. It all depends on what Bitcoin does. Now you have to keep in mind that whenever the Fed pivots, and you could argue the Fed pivot process has already started because they're not increasing the interest rates by 75 basis points. They've gone down to 50. Maybe next month they'll do another 50, and they'll continue raising them until, let's say, March or May, because the next FOMC meetings are happening in February, March, and May. And at one of those, they're going to decide to stop increasing the interest rates until they decide to start cutting interest rates at the end of 2023 or in the early part of 2024, and that's when the bull market is going to start. So until we see the Fed stop increasing the interest rates, we could obviously see Theta and Bitcoin go way lower than this. And usually when we see that Fed pivot, stock markets drop pretty strong. And along with these stock markets, obviously crypto can go down as well because they're heavily correlated. And so that's something to keep in mind. So is this price good for starting to accumulate Theta? Yes, I think this is a very good price to start buying Theta because off of the all-time high, Theta is down 95%. I think that's a fair retracement to start creating your bag of Theta, to start accumulating your bag of Theta. So anywhere from 80 to 50 cents, basically, you're good to buy, in my opinion. Obviously, not a financial advisor. You should do your own research. And taking a look at the Fibonacci retracement here. Now, let's remove all of this gibberish so it's not very distracting. So we have the Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing high in April of 2021. And we have the swing low set up in July of 2021. And as you can see, we have met our 1.618 target, and we have blasted through the second Fibonacci retracement. So the next Fibonacci support is the 2.272 at 53 cents. So that is logically our next support based off of the fib. So that's something that I would be targeting. Below that, you have the 2.414 sitting at 0.428 cents. So keep in mind on that. Now, if I remove the larger Fibonacci retracement and we zoom in on the smaller one that we have here, and I think we looked at this in the previous video. So taking a look at the swing high here. So we have our November swing high, right? And we have our October swing low. And the 1.618 here is sitting at 72 cents. And we wicked through the 1.618. We're slightly above that right now, but our technical target has been met. The retracement has been completed. So for now, this is a good buying opportunity. However, Bitcoin can decide to go even lower. In that scenario, you have your capitulation target at 0.622 cents. So that's something to keep in mind and set up buy alerts. But like I said, if I were to start dollar cost averaging into Theta, I would start just buying little bits and pieces over here. And as you can see, we're falling out of this falling wedge. We're breaking out, and a lot of patterns are looking a lot of charts have a similar pattern with altcoins. You're in a falling wedge, and right now you're suddenly breaking down. So everyone was expecting a break to the upside because usually falling wedges are bullish patterns, and you have a 75% chance of a breakout. But we broke down in this instance, which is unfortunate for those who wanted to take some profits at the resistance probably, or maybe they were expecting a full-on breakout and a technical target retracement, which was at $1.66. So for those people, you're gonna have to wait a bit longer. Hopefully you weren't longing. Hopefully you stay away from leverage trading and all that, because you're most definitely going to lose money on that, right? If you trade spot, then you bought here, let's say, and you didn't sell and the price went down, well, okay, you're just going to have to wait more. You can dollar cost average, but you're not at risk of losing your money just because the price went down, right? And you don't invest anything that you can't afford to lose. So you're not in a situation where you're in desperate need of money. Because those that create those situations for themselves, well, if they're that stupid, then they deserve to be in that situation until they learn how to manage their money, right? Because if you're leverage trading, then you're basically asking to lose money. So be careful with that, obviously. And I know if you're highly professional and you know how to do it correctly, and you use the 2x leverage, right, and you have your stop losses, and you know TA very well, then okay, you can do that. Obviously, you can do that, and you can make some profits. You can lose some money as well, but you can make some profits along the way, and that's fine. But if you're going in it the degen way, right, and going 10x, 100x, you're bound to lose money, man. Just don't do that. Be smarter. Jumping into the daily RSI, as you can see, we've entered our green support block that I've been rambling about for many weeks, and we finally entered that. So this is a perfect buying opportunity. As you can see, historically, every time you were in this green buy zone, you had a move to the upside. So right now, even if you're looking for a short to mid-term trade, you can enter and take profits once you start bouncing and once you see that relief rally come in for crypto, because obviously after each strong capitulation, you have this relief rally where you can take some profits. So that's what could be happening for Theta as well. Now let's switch over to the Binance chart. And before we continue, I quickly want to ask you, do you value your privacy? If the answer is yes, then you must take a look at ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN offers you the privacy that you deserve, no activity logs and no connection logs. Your internet provider won't be able to access anything, and anyone using the same open free Wi-Fi in the cafe as you won't be able to do any harm or breach your security. You can use the ExpressVPN application on any device. You can connect it to your PlayStation, or you can even connect it to your router so that anyone who connects is automatically secured. Or if you're looking to access any region-blocked content on your streaming platform, well, ExpressVPN can do that as well. If you're living in the Netherlands and you want to access a TV show that's only available in Japan, well, my friend, you can do that with ExpressVPN. You can use the link down below in the description and get a discounted price along with 3 extra months for free. You can get your money back if you don't like it, but I don't see any reason why you wouldn't like it, because we all need the privacy, and in today's age especially. And you can also pay with Bitcoin, so that's a really cool feature as well. And let's get on with the video. Now, switching over to the weekly chart on Binance, we have a bit of a different Fibonacci setup here. So with this one, we have the swing high in August and the swing low in June. And our 1.618 target is at 0.667 cents. So that's still on the way to be hopefully retested for you to enter at those prices. And we're losing this descending support trend line. As you can see, this light blue trend line that we've held since August. So we're losing that. We're losing a key support level. And that means that we're going to probably see more downside coming through our way. And yeah, so that's just pointing towards the fact that we don't know where the bottom is going to be, right? Because we're way below our June and May low, and we don't know how long this is going to last for. Obviously, you have this trading range here from September 2020 to November 2020, so that could hold us, hopefully. But for now, we need to see where Bitcoin bottoms. We need to see Bitcoin break its August high of 2022. And in that case, that's going to be a very strong sign telling us that we have bottomed out and we can lay our Fibonacci retracements from this low, from the bear market low, all the way up to the bull market high. And then we can see our 1.618 target to the upside to see what our targets are for the future, right? Because I'm not going to be telling you that Theta is going to go to, $70 or $60 because I'm pulling those numbers out of my bum. I'm not going to be doing that because we need to see the bottom in order for us to have targets to the upside. That's how it works. And moving over to the weekly chart on Theta, as you can see, we're coming back down into the falling wedge and into the channel down pattern. We had this little fake out, couple of fake outs in the last couple of months, but we're coming back down. So I would be targeting the teal trend line here. Potentially we could see a retest of that, just like we did back in January this year and in May/June. So we could see another retest and then a potential break to the upside, or if that doesn't hold us, then we can come back all the way down to the channel's support, which we've retested back in January. That was our last retest. And then we had a fake out in July of 2021, and then we had a test in May of 2021. So that's something that you can look for in terms of resistance on the weekly RSI. The weekly stochastic, absolutely oversold. Great buying opportunity based off of that. The MACD is going to print our bearish cross pretty soon, which is going to be our downtrend confirmation. Tremendous selling volume here for, well, not tremendous compared to these candles in May of 2022, but still, this is strong selling pressure. And in these instances, I think buying is the only thing to do. But as you can see, we've gone through a very, very quick and rapid bull market here, very strong bull market in a year from March 2020 to March and April 2021. So I think coming back down and retracing all the way down to, let's say, 20 cents, right? 30 cents. That's a scary thought, but that could happen. So never buy all in because there's always room to go lower. Thank you all for watching. If I missed out anything important on the chart, please let me know down below in the comments section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to check out my Patreon, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.